leaving until you let us in.
Then they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck. They're all the same. They know the hell with, and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck. Yeah!
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
stranger. The dead aren't supposed to walk around. And they certainly aren't supposed to attack innocent loggers. The dead emerged from bone-strewn barrow. I was working when it started. I buried my axe and 3 of them, but they kept on coming. My family's still out there, and the countryside is crawling with those damn creatures. Can you check on my family? We have 3 logging cabins scattered around the bone-strewn crest. Look for my wife Jaquil and I share the cabin farthest to the north. My brother Kurthor, we don't talk much. He keeps to himself in the cabin near the Way Shrine. And my cousin Agnadir lives in the cabin near the springs. Sure, I guess. I'd prefer it if you went and helped them, though. But ask your way. My wife Jaquil is a strong woman. She can handle herself. But I'm afraid that the Draugr might be too much for her. My brother Kurthor is strong and hard-headed. We don't always get along. But I wouldn't wish these shambling monsters on my worst enemy. cousin Agni dear is so young and so beautiful. We agreed to allow her to apprentice with us for this season. If something happens to her, what am I going to tell her mother? My wife...
Why do you hate us, Nord? Your own king declared us allies.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town.
Somewhere not filled with such hate.
That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pack together so suddenly.
We've been traveling for days now, trying to escape the Stormfist Brigade and their Orc Raiders to the west.
They say we are allies, friends. But when we need a place to rest, we're turned away. Important business, they say. The inn is full. Rubbish.
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill you.
What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? We stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king. King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials clearly up to something important. And you just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whine? You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably... I just want this all to be over. We're not used to dealing with so many different groups all in one place. All right. Find Thod and I might...
I don't know you. Do I know you?
Peace be upon you, comrade. Good to see you at my little meeting. Yes, comrade. My meeting. I am the Countess Hakruba, daughter of Tigonus, Flower of the Sands, and Province General of High Rock. This meeting was called at my request, as I have the honor of leading the council. The Guildmaster sets the goals of the guild as a whole. The council interprets her wishes at the province level. As head of the council, I resolve disputes and ensure we are working hand in gauntlet.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again. This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experience. The Council feels that we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes, and if anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aelif. She went for a walk to get some air. I think you'll find her near the docks. Stendarr, guard your steps. I'm sure you've seen some of the Council as you've traveled across Tamriel. Each represents a former province of the Empire, managing business there for the Guildmaster. Stendarr give us strength. Just amazing to think of this as the full council. Skyrim, High Rock, elsewhere, Valenwood, and Cyrodiil, hardly the whole of the Empire. We've lost a number of generals over the last few years, and a few even quit after Yofnir died. I finished what I could on the weapon, and we repaired the damage from the Daedric attack on the Earthforge. The core remains unfinished. Aelif reached out to members of the Mages Guild. They tried to summon his spirit, talk to him. They failed. Aelif says something is preventing him from talking to us. I don't know much of such things, but I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't. No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aelif has already... If anyone can get to the bottom...
You look formidable, comrade. Perhaps one day you'd care to spar with Reze. This one is the Province General of Elsewhere. She has earned the name Iron Ear and fights like a champ.
By the Divides, it's good to see you here. Flaminius Octor, Province General of Cyrodiil, at your service. I've long had the privilege and honor of being the Guild's arm at the heart of the Empire. How I wish that was still the case. I'm sure you heard of the unrest in Cyrodiil. 3 banners set upon the other. The sacking of the Imperial City, the death of the Imperial line. My time with the Guild has not been quiet.
You must be the one Merrick and Aelif have been talking about. Finally, we get some movement round here. You must be the one Merrick. By the green, I am uneasy. All this talk of death and magic. Give me something I can hit. I didn't become Province General of Valenwood through quiet meditation. I got this post through action.
So nice to be holding this meeting in Skyrim. Perhaps later we can go for a run out to one of the Dragon Shrine ruins. Always a good fight, Strugger. Ha! Aren't you a milk-drinking simpleton? Skyrim is littered with relics from the time of the dragons. Shrines, tombs. Trust me, comrade. Many are the lies and stories.
Peace be upon you, comrade.
Some drink to forget. I drink to remember.
A well-balanced blade that holds its edge and cuts without effort?
It's nice to see another strong guild member around here. Our numbers aren't what they used to be. Live by the sword and all that.
A gathering, a feast, a time to drink. Who am I kidding? It's always time to drink.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days. You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. It smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian. The tales of Nord. You must mean that he wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing a bad headache right about now.
well-balanced blade that holds...
Filgor's troops sweep through the west as they press their assault. Our scouts report that they're fortifying their holdings in the east as well.
The Stormfists have you trapped. That's norm tactics for you. Can't win battles just by swinging your axe together at the top of your lungs.
I would suggest you keep your jabs in check, Dark Elf. At least we don't hide behind the skirts of a supposed god-woman.
You dare insult my Lady Almalexia? I would have your head on a puck.
You two stop it. You whine more than my egg brother, and he's newly hatched. We need to work together.
You will not tell me what to do, Scaly One. I am the Prince of Skyrim.
Stop it! All of you! This is
I'm
the
getting
kind
tired of being treated like second-class citizens. The Nords have turned their backs on my people more times than I can count. It would serve them right if we refuse our aid when they call upon it.
I must apologize.
Why are you bothering me? And how did you get in here? My guards have apparently gotten lax in it.
Why, oh why?
Prince Ernskar must emulate.
I really only know 4 chords, but no one seems to mind.
All of these wars and rumors.
Oh, whatever may I...
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu. I don't want to. Want to sleep. A perfectly good dream. Oh, Narayu. I love you, Narayu. Oh yes, Narayu. Oh yes, no.
Someone stole Queen Nurnhild's body from the royal tombs.
Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thodd's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your... I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or two when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, I wouldn't worry about... Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night. Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by... Both the commander and Thodd headed towards the barracks on the west side of town. If you hurry, you should be able to catch up with them. Then you can go get a drink and relax. Seems like you could use it.
Well met, friend. Are you interested? Well met, friend. met, friend.
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to... Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits. The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service? I am a noble and an advisor to the Jarl of Fort Amol. I have been charged with making sure that all of our esteemed guests are well cared for. I assume you are part of King Yoren's guard if you seek to speak with Commander Iarn? Ah, yes, Thod. Of course, he was just here. As a matter of fact, you just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Iarn mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many folks care about Thod. Well, how about I help you instead? Iarn has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But you seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like Fort Amol can't deal with its own problems. Trail the commander. Determine if my fears are justified. Hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Iarn. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
I swear if another one of those cats gets in here, I'm going to kill something.
are you following me?
Took you long enough, Commander.
I thought I was being followed. We have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
You have spoken to Merrick, then? Seen the council? It is about time we acted. This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... Yafnir kept a room nearby. Aleph gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until we arrived. I shall keep... Aleph knew she could trust you. Too many voices. All of them very important, used to being heard. They want this mystery solved, and they want it solved now. Aleph would have hoped you'd know this by now. This one loves to fight, loves the thrill of combat. But a thorny puzzle, a tricky lock, a track to follow in the woods. We found him in his quarters, the endless sleep. It was very sudden, but at the time we thought nothing of it. Yafnir was getting old. Sooner or later, none. And slow though he was, he never would have gone to... What was it? Yes, anything out of place, anything... Aleph knew she could trust.
just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here. Too late. You'll never stop Field Gore's plans.
Have you visited the tavern yet? They won't serve you anything else.
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again. He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters. Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers? What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually... After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, thanks for the information. I'll make sure to look into these accusations as soon as I can. But you're not going to give up on this, are you? Listen, let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Armel. Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the Pact are here, for kind's sake. No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the Pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. You should speak to Luke. He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. Tell him what you told me. Leave nothing out. Velop's smart. If what you say... You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And you have to look at this from my point of view. A stranger walks into town and makes outlandish claims about spies and imposters and murders. How do I know that you're not one of these Stormfist traitors? You certainly are insistent. I'll grant you that much. Look, I'll check the house as soon as I can. In the meantime, go talk to Lord Velop. Shaw's bone. I make the finest...
Tell her to sing the Ballad of Fyoki the Bard.
I need something rotten to throw at that damn bard.
Even officers need to relax every now and then. And an inn. Do you see the Scald King? I'm here with me, myself, and mead. Lots of mead.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good commander Eon is up to? What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And stop. Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell? I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The implications for the pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords have died. Finger pointing. Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet. He also...
Have you seen all the pack soldiers? Fort Amal is crawling with them. I hear things. Rumors about the Scald King. Talk of secret pact meeting. It means the inn is full and profits are through the roof. That's what it means, friend. That's what it means.
Welcome to my wife's inn.